Manchester United's trip to Goodison Park feels like a crossroads moment for both Michael Carrick and Benjamin Šeško. The Slovenian striker has already shown his knack for late drama, but there comes a point where impact cameos are not enough and a manager has to fully trust his number 9 from the first whistle. Against Everton, everything points to this being the perfect time for Carrick to unleash Šeško as a starter and build the attack around his strengths. Everton under normal circumstances are awkward, physical and aggressive, but their current situation makes them even more dangerous. They press with intensity, look to drag you into a fight, and are particularly strong at turning chaos moments into chances. United will need an outlet who can handle that physicality, win duels, and still provide a threat in behind. That description fits Šeško better than anyone else in the squad right now. He has the frame to stand up to centre-backs who want to scrap, yet the pace and movement to exploit the spaces that open up when Everton's backline steps high or loses concentration. We've already seen how Šeško can transform the mood of a game in an instant. His last gasp volley at West Ham wasn't just a great goal, it was the kind of finish that defines a striker's aura. Arriving in stoppage time, contorting his body and rifling the ball into the top corner from a difficult angle, he showed composure, technique, and confidence under maximum pressure. That wasn't a fluke. Earlier, he delivered a late winner against Fulham, again stepping off the bench to change the narrative in United's favor. When a forward repeatedly delivers in decisive moments, the logical next step is to stop treating him as a plan B and start building the game plan around him. Carrick himself has openly talked about what Šeško is doing behind the scenes. He's praised his work on the training ground, emphasizing how bright and dangerous he looks, how much extra work he and the coaches are putting in, and how big a talent he believes he has on his hands. That kind of language matters. It tells you the manager has been convinced by the player's attitude and development, not just the highlight reel moments. When a coach keeps calling a striker a big talent and says he's ready to kick on, the natural progression is to give him a run of starts rather than restricting him to short cameos. From a tactical point of view, Šeško solves a number of issues that have quietly limited United in recent weeks. Under Carrick, the team has shown better structure and control, but there have still been long stretches where they struggle to generate high-quality chances from open play. Too often, the attack becomes predictable, neat passing around the box without penetration, hopeful crosses without a genuine aerial threat, or reliance on individual brilliance from Bruno Fernandes or the wide players. Šeško offers a more complete focal point. He can play on the shoulder of the last defender to stretch the game, drop in to link with midfield, and attack crosses with real conviction. Everton's style makes this blend of qualities especially valuable. They tend to defend compactly, crowd the middle, and dare you to break them down in wide areas. Against that kind of block, you either need intricate combination play through tight spaces or a striker who can dominate the box and convert half chances. Šeško's height, timing of his runs, and ability to generate power from awkward positions mean that even an imperfect cross can become a dangerous situation. Think of that West Ham equalizer. The ball was flashed into a difficult zone, and he still managed to get a decisive touch that most forwards wouldn't even attempt. Another reason why the moment feels right is psychological. Being a young striker at Manchester United is heavy, expectations are brutal, scrutiny is constant, and patience is thin. For much of his early spell, Šeško has been dealing with all of that without the rhythm that comes from regular starts. Yet his recent contributions suggest that the weight might finally be lifting. Late winners and equalizers at big moments don't just help the team, they transform how a player sees himself. Scoring in front of the away end, rescuing points, hearing his name sung, these experiences build a striker's inner belief. The best way to nurture that belief is to back it with minutes. Carrick also has to think beyond this one fixture. United's long-term need is for a reliable, modern centre-forward who can lead the line for years, not just months. You only discover whether Šeško can be that player by exposing him to different types of challenges: hostile away crowds, compact low blocks, games where United dominate, and matches where they have to suffer without the ball. Everton away ticks several of those boxes. If he can handle Goodison's intensity and still impose himself, it sends a message that he is not just a useful option, but the main man. There is, of course, a risk in changing something that has broadly been working. Under Carrick, United have put together a strong run, and managers can be reluctant to disrupt the chemistry of a winning team. It's easy to justify keeping Šeško as a super sub by pointing to his impact off the bench. But there is a hidden cost to that caution. By not starting him, you limit his match fitness, his understanding with teammates over 90 minutes, and your ability to develop more sophisticated attacking patterns that revolve around his profile. In the long run, that holds both the player and the team back. The balance of the forward line also argues in Šeško's favor. United's wide players, whether it's a more direct runner on one side and a creative dribbler on the other, benefit from a central striker who occupies defenders and opens lanes. When your number 9 doesn't consistently pin center-backs, those defenders can step out to double the wingers or step into midfield to disrupt build-up. Šeško's presence forces backlines to stay honest. They have to track his runs, fight him for aerial balls, and respect his ability to finish from limited service. That extra half-second of hesitation can be the difference between a blocked shot and a clear sight of goal for his teammates. There's also the question of game state. Management. Too many times this season, United have found themselves chasing matches, needing late heroics to salvage points. Having Šeško on from the start doesn't mean you lose his late-game impact. It simply increases the likelihood that you are ahead rather than scrambling. If he can help United establish a lead earlier, Carrick gains control over substitutions, can manage minutes more sensibly, and avoid the emotional roller coaster of constant comebacks. And if the game remains tight, a fresh forward off the bench can still arrive to exploit tired legs while Šeško's physical battle has softened up the defense. From Carrick's perspective, making this call at Everton would send a powerful message to the dressing room. It would say that form and impact really matter, that if you deliver on the pitch and work hard in training, you will be rewarded with starts regardless of status. That kind of meritocracy is essential for sustaining intensity over a long season. It also shows that Carrick is not afraid to be brave, to move away from inherited hierarchies and take a calculated gamble on the player who looks most capable of deciding games right now. For Šeško himself, this is the kind of opportunity that can redefine a career. Start at Goodison, score, and lead the line in a United win, and suddenly conversations about him change. He's no longer the promising kid or the super sub. He becomes one of the first names on the team sheet. You can almost picture the scenario. Early on, he pins the center back, lays it off to Bruno, spins into the box, and is there to finish the move. Or in the second half, with Everton tiring, he peels to the back post to meet a deep cross and powers a header into the corner. These are not fantasies. They are actions he has already proven he can execute under pressure. Ultimately, this match is about more than one selection decision. It's about whether Carrick fully embraces the evolution of his team's attacking identity. With a manager who values structure and calm, and a striker who thrives on big moments, there is an opportunity to create a partnership that defines this era. United have been crying out for a ruthless, confident number 9 who can carry the weight of Old Trafford's expectations and still deliver when it matters most. In Benjamin Šeško, they might finally have found him, and there is no better stage to prove it than an intense Premier League trip to Everton, with 3 crucial points and a statement performance on the line.